The Interior Ministry is taking steps to clamp down on illegal operations of key cutting, rubber stamp and seal operators. The ministry is thus urging these respective businesses to register or renew their license with the ministry in compliance with the Locksmith Act 1994, Act 488 to avoid sanctions. Citi News's Daniel Sakite has more in the following report read by Emmanuel Opong.
According to the Locksmith Act 1994, Act 488, a person shall not engage in the business of making locks, repairing locks, or cutting keys, unless the person is granted a license by the minister responsible for the interior or an officer authorized by the minister for that purpose. Additionally, Section 9 of the Act specifies that a person who, without a valid license issued under this Act, engages in or carries on a business as a locksmith or makes a false statement for the procuring of the license or fails to exhibit the license contrary to Section 5 or transfers a license granted under this Act, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 250 penalty units or to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 1 year or to both the fine and the imprisonment. However, the Ministry of Interior has noted with concerns the disregard for the acquisition of license by key cutting, rubber stamp and seal operators amidst concerns about sophisticated crimes.
The data of the ministry shows that the licensing regime of the operators has declined. And we also observe that we have a number of key cutting and private security organizations in the country. So decline in the licensing and then increase in the operations. So which shows that some are doing without licensing. This tells you that it is right for us to let the public and even the operators know that you cannot do that without recourse to the ministry. We need to regulate the way they go about it. It's your business.
In an interview with Citi News, Head of Public Affairs of the Ministry of Interior, Zachary Musa, further indicated that the ministry will assess its sensitization exercise before cracking the whip.
If we had not gone on this exercise or were not doing it, we wouldn't have known that some are operating without a license. So the monitoring exercise is very important. In every sphere of life or business, there is a time that you need to do some kind of evaluation to see whether things are going on well or not. So the monitoring exercise is actually helping us to know that, okay, there's a need to sensitize, do the more of the sensitization and the monitoring to encourage them to come and license their operation. So the ask for the monitoring exercise, I think, is going well and we are okay with it. So we are calling on them to come and do the needful, to come and license their operations so that we don't come after them.
Meanwhile, some key cutting, rubber stamp and seal operators who have been speaking to Citi News on condition of anonymity lament challenges in getting license for the operations. They want the government to put in place measures to boost the operations while making the process of acquiring a license easy.
Acquiring the license, I put a request for almost like 3 years. 3 years, but still, in some kind. Me call interior and I'm me fill it form no. Until I'm me call. Till I'm frame investigate and be frame. Until later I investigate and frame me. Till all friend no me call. And I'm going taking me details everything. And we crime officer on the bar best here. Till buy no. Until on buy no we in be and I'm see me some content. I'm best any details in our call way. Interior. Timbo, I'm still saying we name by.
And this is a part of like we no license
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Because the license in they come inside here.
I didn't license.
Okay. Why?
But the business is not moving well, that's why.
Okay. Is it difficult acquiring the license?
All is money matter.
Okay. Okay. So financial challenges is not making you go for the license.
Yes.